Okay, welcome to the second part of the video of the project. So now we're going to go to our AMI just to make sure that our image is created and ready. So I click on Educate One and you can see it's available. Okay, so now that our image is available, we're basically going to go to the project 2 or part 2, which is to integrate load balancer. So again, all the steps are detailed here, but I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. So we're going to go back down here to load balancers, click on load balancers. Then click on create load balancer, and we're going to use the application load balancer and give it a name, call it ALB1. Maybe my name is taken, but let's see. Leave it at internet facing, IPv4. Then here, use the default VPC, select 2 subnets. You must select at least 2 subnets, but make sure one of the subnets include the EC2 instance that you created earlier. So let's check to make sure that is the case. So to make sure that is the case, come here to EC2, click on your running instances, and check the AZ, which is US East 1B. So when we come back here, make sure US East 1B is selected. In my own case, yours may be different. Whatever AZ your instance is running on, make sure you select it. And here again, you can select minimum 2, but if you want, you can select more. There's no harm in doing that. Okay, so I'm using the default VPC. So when I come here, I need to make sure that I'm actually using my default VPC. In your own case, there's just going to be one, so you won't have any issue with that. So select that. Okay, now we need to create target group. Now you have the option actually to come here and create a target group before you go ahead to create your load balancer. But since that is not the case, we can create it here as well. So click on that. And notice when I click on it, it gave me a new tab, but this one is still here. So when we're done with that tab, we need to come back here and select the target group. So let's go ahead and create a target group. Leave everything here as default, instances selected, give it a name, maybe target group 1 or target group 2, give it target group 2. The name doesn't really matter, but make sure you are consistent in your naming. So after that, most of this other stuff should be default. We don't have to change anything here, and go next. And your instance is here where it says register targets. You have the option to do it now or do it later. Let me just do it now to make it easier. If you don't do it now, then you have to do that after you have created your target group. So including as pending, then it comes down here. When you selected that, it came down here. Now just do create target group. So when we click on that, now we have our instance here. In the targets, we have it running here. So we're done with this. So let's come back here. So let's refresh to make sure our target group is available. And there you go, select it. Okay, then after that, we're pretty much done. And do create load balancer. All right, so our load balancer has been created, and see the status says provisioning. You have to wait for it to be active. Okay, so if you had not registered your target to the target group at this point, you can click on here, select this, come back to targets here, and select your instance, and then click on register targets. But VM1 is already there. We already have it here registered, so we don't have to do that again. Okay, so this step is done. Let's make sure that this is active. But again, I'm going to go back. I'll go to the next video, and by the time I come back, they should be active. So this will be the end of video 2, and I'll see you in video 3, where we're going to make sure this is active, then we're going to test it before we move on to the next step. Okay. See you in the next video.